So today's video is going to be my favorite hair care, skincare, and a little bit like random, not random, like perfume, and like I got 2 books. I've got a hair tool. Basically mainly skincare and hair care. I actually was not planning on doing this video this year. I know I did one last year, but I honestly thought it would be completely pointless to do one this year because 90% of the stuff I'm gonna mention in today's video, you already know I love. These are pretty much all the products I spoke about last year. As I've been telling you guys in my recent videos, last year I was kind of in a funk and I stayed using the same products over and over and over again. I wasn't really into discovering new products and I wasn't excited about new things, so I didn't really try a lot of new skincare and a lot of new hair care. I just stayed loving a lot of the same things because those things kept working for me, and I just swear by all of these products. But I wanted to film a different video today, but the products that I need to use to film that video don't get here until tomorrow. So I was pacing back and forth in my room all day, like what am I gonna film, what am I gonna film? My Fenty concealer isn't here yet. And then I went into my comments and I saw so many requests for this video. I thought, why not? I'll just repeat myself. And I actually decided this at 11:14 p.m. That is the time it is right now. So 100% this video is not gonna be able to go up at 9 a.m. tomorrow. I mean, I know by the time you're watching this, that doesn't matter anymore, but I know I said I was gonna be on my game this year, but every time I come back from traveling, I was in LA for like a whole week. Every time I come back, it just takes me a few days to adjust. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to begin this video because it is 47 million years long. I already know it. I'm gonna try to breeze through these products because I have so many of them right here in front of me, like so many of them. Some things never change for me, and I feel like this might never change for me. The Kojando Cleansing Spa Water Wipes are my favorite wipes to remove my makeup. These are just like water in a wipe, but like in a makeup remover way. It takes off all your makeup, but it doesn't strip the skin. You don't even feel the need to wash your face after you use these wipes. They don't leave an oily residue. I hate wipes that do that. These just feel honestly like water. They have the perfect name. I love these. I mean, you guys have heard me babble on about these for what feels like years now, and even though these are expensive, I think they're worth the money. They're really good. And I don't have any more, but if you want a drugstore alternative, I wouldn't say they're a dupe for these wipes, but I love these simple Micellar cleansing wipes. The Micellar ones, they're amazing. They're the best wipes at the drugstore. I just ran out of mine and I haven't repurchased. Are you surprised? Bioderma is the best. Whenever I'm not using a wipe, I am using Bioderma. I'm usually using it with my Shiseido facial cotton rounds. Let me tell you something. I used to be such a Shiseido facial cotton, oh wait, these are not cotton rounds, these are cotton squares. Well, it's just Shiseido facial cotton, but they're square. I used to think that these were so pricey for what it was. I mean, it's freaking cotton, but these are the best little cotton pads you will ever use. They're so incredibly soft, but you can honestly soak them and they do not fall apart. So many other cotton rounds I've used just fall apart in your hands. These are so strong that you can honestly take off your entire makeup with just one of these little guys. I think they're amazing, and I mean, I can't stop buying them, but I love Bioderma. This is the best micellar water I have ever used. I have tried every single micellar water that's on the market, honestly, and I feel like nothing compares to Bioderma. I know you're like, dude, it's just micellar water, it's not that serious, but so many of them burn my eyes and Bioderma does not. I just love this. It removes all of my makeup and it feels like water. It's the best. Okay, so when it comes to washing my face, I always use my Foreo. This is just the Foreo Luna Play. It's like the small Luna. I have the regular Luna in my bathroom, like in my bedroom. This is just the one I keep in the bathroom in my beauty room, and I forgot to grab it from my bathroom. Anyway, this is the little one. You guys know I've never really been a Clarisonic girl, and if I do have to use tools, I mean, honestly, a lot of the times I'll just use my fingers. But once I discovered the Foreo, I feel like it does such a good job of really cleaning my face and getting all up in there that I have never looked back, and it doesn't irritate my skin the way the Clarisonic does. So I love the Foreo. It's another thing that is very, very pricey, but for me, I see a difference and I think it's worth it. This is actually a product I discovered not that long ago. This might be a cheating product, but I have used almost all of this. I'm in love with this. This is hands down the best balm oil type of makeup remover I have ever used. Last year I spoke about the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse, and even though that one is amazing and it has much better packaging than this because that's just a pump, this is a pot that you have to like open and dig your fingers in there, but this takes off all of my makeup. It just melts my makeup, waterproof makeup. It is the best. I just take a little bit of this with the spatula, put it on my face, and instantly it just like melts my makeup away. I rinse my face and my face feels so clean and it doesn't strip my skin. I don't feel a weird residue on my skin. It's honestly the best. Did I tell you what this was? This is the Farmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. So good. Okay, so I actually have 2 face washes to talk about that I've never spoken about on my channel before. And I know that seems a little bit weird, but I would say I have been using these for the past 6 months and I really love them. For the first half of the year, I was using the Vanicream facial cleanser, and I still love and adore that cleanser. It's so affordable. You can get it at Target and it's amazing for sensitive skin. I love that guy. But one day I was in the business of trying something new and this was actually recommended to me, and I love this face wash. This is the Kiehls Cucumber Herbal Conditioning Cleanser with cucumber extract for all skin types, particularly dry or sensitive skin. I love this. If you're super dry and super sensitive, go with the Vanicream cleanser. This I feel like really deep cleans my skin while keeping it nice and hydrated. It doesn't strip the skin. It's a really nice daily facial cleanser and I really have been enjoying it. And then this guy, I love using this in the morning, and for a while I wasn't using this because I was using FourthRay Beauty. I stopped using a lot of these skincare products because I was using FourthRay Beauty for like 2 months straight, and now I'm kind of going back to my, you know, my tried and trues. But I love using this in the morning or taking it with me to travel. This is my travel cleanser. It goes with me to LA, anywhere I go, and it is the best. This is the Ole Henrikson, the Clean Truth Foaming Cleanser. And at first I thought I wasn't gonna like this because I usually don't like foaming cleansers, but this is so refreshing. You have to try this out for yourself. I don't know if you guys can get a sample at Sephora. I don't know how that works with face wash, but it really does clean the skin so well. It almost gives you like that squeaky feeling, but again, it doesn't dry out my skin. I mean, I never really use this at night. I just love how it makes my skin feel in the morning. I think it has like vitamin C and it just awakens my skin. My skin kind of looks like brighter whenever I wash my face with this. I don't know. I love this face wash. I know that this one is really random and I definitely use the Kiehls one a lot more than I use this one. And I just used it for 7 days straight in LA, and I'm reminded of how much I love it, so I really wanted to mention it. Okay, let's talk moisturizers. I have to give it to my guy. This is hands down my favorite face moisturizer. It never lets me down. I spoke about it last year. This is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's supposed to help hydrate dry, parched skin, relieve minor irritation due to eczema and other conditions, and it's safe for sensitive skin. This is the best. At first, I would only use this whenever I had a really bad skin irritation to a skincare product or to a makeup product. Then I quickly realized it's honestly the best moisturizer. It doesn't do anything special. Like when I wake up, I don't feel overly plumped or like, oh my God, so juicy. It just does a good job of hydrating the skin, calming it, soothing it, and it never lets me down. And whenever I wasn't using that cream last year, I was using this one, which is so funny because last year I spoke about the Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Cream. I love this cream so much more. Like when I discovered this one, I stopped using the Lala Retro. But this is also from Drunk Elephant, and this is the Protini Polypeptide cream. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older and this is the cream that's more targeted for like wrinkly skin or aging skin or just skin that wants to look like more firm. I don't know if it's that, but I just love how this makes my skin look in the morning. My skin just looks more youthful. I don't know how to explain it, but I really love it. I just don't use it every single day. I would say I use this about 2 to 3 times a week. Whenever I'm not using this, I'm using my First Aid Beauty one. And honestly, that always changes. Like the moisturizer I use in conjunction with this one always changes. So far, I'm still loving those two a lot though. And then I do have to give a huge shout out to these guys. The FourthRay Beauty, the Lightweight Hydrator is my favorite daily moisturizer. It's so lightweight. You can wear this on a super hot day and it doesn't feel like your face is suffocating. I don't know if that makes sense to anybody, but sometimes, at least living in Miami, when I wear moisturizer and I go outside and it's really hot, I feel like I'm suffocating. That actually sounds really weird, but anyway, it's a really good, lightweight, affordable daily moisturizer, and I use it like almost every day when I'm done washing my face in the morning. I just pop that on. But whenever my skin is really dry, I love using this like right before makeup. This is such a great primer slash moisturizer. This is the Kiehls Ultra Facial Moisturizer, and it's so hydrating and so dewy. This will really quench your skin's thirst. Honestly, if you have dry, parched skin, you need this. It's the best. I feel like I'm constantly going back and forth whether I like to exfoliate or I don't, but I feel like I've finally come to the conclusion that I don't. I don't like to exfoliate, and at least not physically exfoliating. I like chemical exfoliators. I have for a really long time, but the Drunk Elephant T.L.C. Night Serum has been my favorite for like 2 years now. This has the AHA ingredient, which is a natural chemical exfoliator, and every time I use this, I can tell a huge difference in my skin. This is a serum I use right after I wash my face, right before I go in with either an oil or my moisturizer, and in the morning I see a huge difference. My skin looks smoother, less textured. The texture of my skin is dramatically improved with this. It's a lot less bumpy, and it just resembles a baby's arse. So much more whenever I use this. It's the best. And when it comes to oils, I know I already spoke about this last year, but again, the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil is my favorite facial oil. I love Marula oil in general. I love it more than jojoba oil and argan oil. It just does more for my skin. I feel like it hydrates my skin more, and honestly, it doesn't really matter what brand it is. I just keep going back to this one. I love Drunk Elephant so much, and this really does work for me. And Marula oil is pricey, but it's so good for the skin. And whenever I have really dry, patchy skin, Marula oil does the trick. I'll put that on my face, and in the morning, my face is not dry, not even a little bit. The eye cream has not changed in years. The Kiehls Midnight Recovery Eye. I have been loving this since I lived in Key West. I have gone through so many tubes of this. This is the best eye cream, at least for nighttime. I swear I see a difference whenever I start using a different eye cream. Whenever I switch back to this, I'm like, ah, yes. It brightens my under eye. It helps with dark circles. Not so much puffiness, but it really does a great job with your dark circles. I feel like it dramatically improves them. This is holy grail status, ride or die. I don't think I could ever not use this. So these guys made it to this year's favorites video again. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. This is the best lip mask to put on your lips right before bed. Not only does it smell so good, it smells like bubblegum. It just makes your lips so baby soft, so nourished, so delicious, so plump, so juicy. It honestly is the best lip sleeping mask. And the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm is the best lip balm to apply underneath any liquid lipstick. It's just such a good base for any lip product you put on top. It's so nourishing and hydrating, but it doesn't have that slippy feel. It's not too glossy or oily. It almost has a waxy feel, so it kind of like creates a barrier on your lips, and it just hydrates the crap out of them while feeling so incredibly comfortable. I love this. I swear by this. All right, so now we are going into the hair category, and honestly, I really didn't try discovering new hair products this past year, like at all. My favorite shampoo from 2018 is the same from 2017. I just don't have the bottle of it. I have to repurchase it. I just ran out a couple weeks ago. But the Bumble Invisible Oil shampoo is my favorite shampoo. It cleans my hair really well without stripping it, which not every shampoo can do that for me. I love it. I usually don't ever use conditioner. Most often than not, I'm using a hair mask. It's just because my hair is very dry, and a lot of the times regular conditioner just doesn't do it. It doesn't do the trick. I need a full-blown hair mask. And my favorite two are still the same. The Living Proof Restore Hair Mask, amazing. And the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Hair Mask, also amazing. Those are my top two. If I had to pick one, I would say Briogeo. I also don't have either of those. I have to repurchase them, which is how I discovered my love for this. This is kind of cheating. I just want to mention it for a second, because when I ran out of my Briogeo hair mask, I didn't have a hair mask to use on my hair, and I was already in the shower, and this was on my shower, and I hadn't used it yet. But it's the Olaplex No. 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. This is a great conditioner. I usually don't love conditioner, but oh my gosh, this makes my hair so soft. It's great for detangling. I feel like it heals my hair. I don't know how to explain it, but every time I use this, I notice a difference in my hair. It just overall feels so much softer and silkier. Like honestly, it feels silky. It's amazing. Don't judge me based on what my hair looks like now, because it is insanely puffy today, but that's the case with most days, especially here in Miami. It's very humid, and it was actually raining like crazy today, and yeah, my hair is not doing it today, but that's fine. Briogeo still kills it for me. It's still my favorite hair care brand till this day. You guys need to try the charcoal and coconut oil micro exfoliating shampoo. if you're into exfoliating shampoos. Sometimes when I've used hairspray way too much, I have a lot of buildup in my hair, a lot of dry shampoo, I will use this shampoo. It really scrub my scalp and it just takes away all the gunk, and it leaves your scalp with a nice refreshing minty sensation, which I can't get enough of. I love that feeling. It's so refreshing in the shower. I still love and adore the Briogeo Curl Charisma. I don't use it as much as I used to. Now I've been using mousses a lot more than gel. The Briogeo Rosarco Milk is still to this day my favorite leave-in conditioner. I mentioned this last year too. I still haven't been able to find a leave-in conditioner I like as much as this. It just hydrates my hair so much. I feel like it defrizzes, it hydrates, it detangles, it does everything I want it to do without weighing my hair down or feeling greasy or oily or like, ugh. I hate that feeling you get when you put on a really heavy leave-in conditioner and it's like, great, I like have to wash my hair again. This doesn't do that. It's lightweight but effective. This is really random, but I really want to mention this because for years now, this has been the best violet toning shampoo I've ever used. And since I started getting highlights in my hair, I have been using purple shampoos, and this one is the best every single time. And don't get me wrong, I don't use it as often as I used to, especially now that I'm letting my natural hair grow out. I have to get more highlights actually, I need to go back. But anyway, even then, my hair still gets really warm and brassy, and every once in a while I do have to use a purple shampoo. And the Fudge Clean Blonde shampoo is the best one. It's the best one. This will take away all your yellow, brassy, ugly tones instantly. If you remember me talking about that back in the day, leave me a comment down below because you've been here since the beginning of time. The L'Oreal Air Dry Roughed Body Mousse has been my favorite mousse for a really long time. Recently, I've been using the Ouidad Vitacurl Soft Defining Mousse, and I don't know which one I like more. I kind of feel like I still like the L'Oreal one more. This one smells so good. Oh my god, the scent just makes it so worth it for me. I love how this smells. It's also summery and refreshing. I just feel like it keeps my curl for a really long time and it doesn't get too frizzy or too sticky or too hard. This one gives you a little bit more of a bouncy curl, so sometimes I like that. But for the majority of 2018, this was the mousse I was using, and you can get it at Target. It's pretty affordable and it smells really good and I really like it. Do I have to mention this? Well, maybe if you're new, because I feel like I haven't spoken about this in a long time, but the Elizabeth & James Nirvana Black Dry Shampoo. I don't know why I said black like that. The black one is my favorite specifically, and I wanted you to know. But the black dry shampoo is the best dry shampoo. I've tried, I've looked, and I do like several other dry shampoos. I like Batiste. There's one I like from Bumble and Bumble. I like Moroccan Oil, but nothing sucks up my oils the way that this dry shampoo does. It honestly makes me look like I just washed my hair. I want my hair to feel clean and fresh, and this does that. Plus, it makes your hair smell really good because this is actually a perfume, and it's a really good perfume, and it just stays in your hair all day. It makes it smell really yummy. I love this thing. The wet brush is still my favorite brush to use to detangle my hair. Whether my hair is wet or dry, it does such a good job of detangling without breaking my hair into 1,000 trillion pieces. Got that on Amazon. I also got this on Amazon. I spoke about a curling wand last year, but this year I have to give it to this guy. This is from a brand called Hairstyler, I believe, but it's the really skinny barrel wand, and I use it all the time. I'm constantly using this to curl my hair. Even if I'm just wearing my hair naturally curly, I will curl a few pieces around my face just to give a little bit more structure, and I love this thing. It was pretty freaking affordable on Amazon, and I just have to mention it because I used it the majority of 2018. Okay, so we are done with skincare and hair care. Now I'm gonna talk about a deodorant, 2 perfumes, and 2 books. So if that doesn't seem interesting to you, I understand. The video ends here. But if you have been looking for an aluminum-free deodorant that actually works, look no further. I know I've spoken about this in the favorites video before. I had to have, but this is the Native deodorant, and it's paraben-free and aluminum-free. I love this deodorant, specifically coconut and vanilla. I have tried, I think, like 2 or 3 other scents, but this one by far is my favorite. I think it's the most effective as well. I kind of feel like the others I've tried aren't as powerful as this one. I don't know what it is about this scent, but I'm so happy I finally found a natural deodorant that works for me. I have always feared breast cancer because breast cancer runs in my family like big time, in my mom's side of the family, like big time. And I know that aluminum has always been linked to cancer. I mean, what isn't linked to cancer? I know. But I thought, hey, you know, if I could eliminate aluminum from my deodorant. Why not? I never smell bad when I use this. And it's crazy because after I did my surgery, I didn't use deodorant for like a whole month because I couldn't lift my arms and I was like really scared. But when I started using deodorant again, there were days where I smelled really bad. But the second I started using this again, just all smelling great. All day smelling great. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. All right, so you guys know I'm a perfume junkie. I'm a perfume hoarder, really. I just love how scents can take you so many places, and I used a lot of perfumes in 2018, but I feel like this guy was overall my most used and my most complimented. Every single time I wore this perfume, several people, not just one, several people would always tell me like, man, you smell really good. And they would tell me that like at the end of the day when I would be wearing this perfume for hours and hours and hours already. And that always just makes you feel good. Like when you buy a perfume and people still smell it after hours and you get compliments on it, it just makes you love that perfume even more. And it just makes you want to wear it even more. So I feel, oh my God, so good. It's such a sexy scent that just lingers and just tells a story and captivates the hearts of everyone. I love it. It was definitely one of many that I used in 2018, but my most used, I want to say. Okay, so the next perfume I want to mention is more of like an honorable mention, mainly because it surprised me so much. And I realized I wanted to talk about it in this video when I repurchased it. So this is my second bottle of the Glossier You perfume. From Glossier, and I am shocked. When I was repurchasing this perfume, I was like, I cannot believe I am repurchasing this perfume when at first when I bought it, I didn't know if I liked it or not. It's just honestly not the type of scent I typically wear. I usually wear more sweet perfumes. This perfume has a very clean scent, like a very fresh day-to-day clean scent, and I thought that really wasn't gonna be my vibe, but when I tell you, I feel like I get more compliments on this than I do on my Jimmy Choo perfume. Oh my God, did I tell you that that's what that perfume was? That was Jimmy Choo by Jimmy Choo. But I get so many compliments when I use this perfume. It's unreal. And it especially sealed the deal for me the other day when I was wearing this. Okay, so I put this on around 3 p.m. and then Danny and I had some friends over at nighttime, like around 7:30. And they left at the end of the night around like 11. And my friend on her way home texted me like, oh my gosh, what perfume were you wearing? Because I still smell it on my shirt from when you just said bye to me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was wearing the Glossier You perfume, but I had put it on hours ago. It's crazy. It still stayed on her shirt when I hugged her to say bye. Like it lingered and it stayed with her. So this perfume is very powerful. It's not a scent that comes off really strong, but it does have a really amazing lasting power, which makes me love it even more. And honestly, after a while, I got so used to the scent that I started to love the scent, and now I absolutely love it. Of course, that happens to me a lot. Sometimes I hate things before I love them, and that was definitely one of them, and I super love it now. So before I end this video, I didn't mention this last time, but I wanted to mention my favorite book of 2018. And honestly, this kind of sucks because I didn't really read that much in 2018, like I said. Rough year, but one of my favorite books I read last year is actually a book that I've read several times. But this book is called Only Love Is Real, and it's from this doctor who wrote this book. He also wrote Many Lives, Many Masters. If you've read that book, that one's also really amazing. I like Only Love Is Real a little bit more because it talks about soulmates and it has a lot to do with love. It's very similar to Many Lives, Many Masters if you've read that, but this is about soulmates reunited. You guys have to read this if you're into that kind of thing. I know not everybody's into that, which I totally understand and I totally respect. This talks about past lives and souls that are meant to be, and it's just a really great book. It's a very fast read, a very easy read, and I just love how this book made me feel while I was reading it. But I want to get back into reading really good love stories, like really cute lovey-dovey fake little fiction stories. I want to read more of those. I want to fill my heart with a lot of love and happiness and illusion. I love it. So please leave me a comment down below if you've read a really cute love story recently. Let me know your favorite love story in a book. I might have already read it, but leave it down below anyway. And then the last thing I want to mention is another book. This is what I call my astrology Bible. I always get a lot of questions from you guys asking me what I read to really start getting into astrology, and this book really did it for me. I have always been into astrology, but when Kendall recommended this book to me, this was it. It's called The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need. It honestly explains everything in such detail. Your moon sign, your sun sign, your rising sign, what everything means, what like the houses, it explains everything. And a lot of you guys want to get into astrology and you don't even know where to start and what's real, what's not. There's so many weird things on the internet, and I bought mine on Amazon and I highly recommend it. Okay guys, so that completes this video. Those were my favorite random slash skincare and hair care favorites. Oh, I also really loved pistachio Oreos. I found my obsession with Oreos in 2018, even though I've hated them my entire life. I don't like the taste of Oreos. Original Oreos, they're not the best, but you know what? They're dairy free, so now I eat them. But pistachio Oreos and carrot cake Oreos and Rocky Road Oreos are the top 3 best freaking Oreos out there, and you definitely need to try them. But that completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Marula Luxury Facial Virgin. But I feel like I finally come to the conclusion. Porter, stop staring at me. When I ran out of my Briogeo hair mask, the L'Oreal Air. So actually, this is more like rectangle, right? Not so much like square. Everyone keeps asking me, where are your bloopers? And it's like, I don't know, guys. What do you want me to tell you? I haven't been messing up these days.